back to another video, guys. Today we're doing a little makeup routine, quick little makeup routine, because this is how you get ready in less than 15 minutes. I would say even less than 10 minutes, because last time I was filming a video and I recorded my whole entire makeup routine. I was just getting ready in the morning, and that video clip ended up being 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So I realized, like, I've been getting good at getting ready quick in the morning. I've really gotten my routine down. So I was like, I need to share this, because who doesn't want to be ready in less than 15 minutes in the morning? If you know me, I'll do my makeup and then I'll usually have my hair up in my heatless curls, which takes me like 2 minutes to take down. And then I'm like ready for the day. Plus a little outfit. So quick, so good. I usually do my makeup quite often in the week. Quite many times. I mean, I do it maybe minimum 5 times. When I go to work, I'll do my makeup, but then since I also do content creation when I'm off work, that's kind of when I'm doing my content creation, so then I need to wear makeup too. It will always be the same look for whatever I'm doing. I'm not switching up my makeup look because A, I don't know how to do it, and B, it's easier like that. So I've created a routine that works for me. It's super easy to do and it is very efficient on time. Also, if you've never seen me before, hi, welcome to my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I know that 90% of people that watch my videos are not already subscribed. So hit that little button and let's get right into it. Before putting any makeup on, I always make sure that I've got my skincare or that my face is at least moisturized. Currently, I use the Garnier micellar water to cleanse my face, and on top of that, I'll moisturize, and of course, we're not forgetting our sunscreen. The last step before we add any makeup will be my primer. Comment down below if you have any good recommendations. I don't mind this one. I got it from Hema, but I feel like there are better ones out there, so let me know in the comments. I've got my mirror here right in front of me, which also has lights that I can turn on, so I know exactly what I'm doing, so I can really see myself. So don't mind that at the end of the screen here. The first step I like to do is use a concealer. This is my Fit Me concealer in the shade 15. I think this is more my winter color. I like to go in with this under my eyes to brighten them up a little bit, and then over other parts of my face, like if I have a little acne spot, or sometimes I just have like a little spot that's a little red on my face, I'll tap some concealer onto that. Basically on the stuff that I want to cover a little bit. And now before immediately blending this in, I like to let it sit for a little bit so it can get a little tacky, because I feel like it covers better. So in the meantime, I go ahead and use my Benetint lip stain, cheek stain from Benefit, and I like to use it only on my lips because I feel like on the cheeks it ends up looking pretty patchy, and like it's just stressful because you really need to put it on and immediately start trying to blend it into your cheeks, or else like it just ends up looking not so good. So I usually like to keep this on the lips, and at first it can look like a pretty bright color. It is a pretty bright pink color. I'm definitely more of a neutrals girly, but this does fade pretty quickly, so by the end of this makeup tutorial my lips will not be this bright. It just needs a little setting in time and it will look way more natural, way better. Sometimes I'll also go ahead and just shape up my brows a little bit so that they don't look absolutely crazy, and I like to just brush upwards, and then just for the end parts of my eyebrows I'll sleek them down a little bit, but still keeping a very natural shape to them. Nothing much, nothing crazy. Now to blend this concealer in, I like to go ahead and use a beauty blender. This one is just a random one from Sephora. I'll make sure to link as many of my products as I can in the description down below, so if there's anything you want to try out, it will be linked. So I'll usually start by doing the under eyes first, and sometimes I'll even just blend out a little bit of it, let it sit, start with the other one, and even though it's not completely blended out yet, I'm gonna let it sit like this, let it look a little crazy for a moment because it will look better afterwards. And for the other areas where I put my concealer, I'll start tapping firstly with my fingers because I feel like it doesn't take away as much product. and then I'll go over with the beauty blender as a last step if it's necessary. If it doesn't like look blended enough. I feel like this especially helps when you do have a little acne spot, then going in with the fingers gives a more natural end result and really helps make it look invisible on your face. But obviously sometimes we go through periods where there's a lot of spots on our face, and sitting for like just half an hour tapping into every unique spot, it's just not gonna happen. Once again, everything is not fully blended just yet. I'm gonna let it sit a little more whilst I blend out my under eyes completely this time. Now once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and lightly tap over the other areas just to get everything really blended, smooth, not patchy looking. And sometimes if I still see like a spot that I feel looks a little too present, it's not hidden enough, I like to go ahead and just go in with a little bit more concealer and again start tapping with my finger. Once that is done, we're headed straight into our bronzer. This is a stick bronzer from Sephora. It's their Care Make It bronzer, and this is in the shade 02 Just Wanna Have Sun. I love a good cream product. I feel like it's so much easier to work with. I will immediately just tap it onto my face right here on both sides. This is also a product that just makes the makeup look so much more natural. So I'll have it here, and I like to add some on my forehead too, because that's really like where I feel like it will make me look nice and tan. And I'll even go in a little bit on my nose, just create like a circular little shape on my nose and tiny bit on the sides. So with this, I'm gonna blend it out with two different brushes. I have these two. The thinner one is from Morphe, and I will use this for the nose contour, whilst this thicker one is the multitasker brush from Sephora, number 06, and that will be for the other outer parts of the face. Since that's the only cream products I use on my face, I can now go ahead and use my powder products. So first what we're gonna do is set our concealer both under our eyes and on the spots that we have. So I like to use this translucent powder. It's very used, as you can see. Even though it looks like I haven't used much, like I use this for months and like every single day. So good. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's the No Flashback Super Matte Fix. This is a pretty affordable one too, so definitely recommend. For this, I use this little type of spongy makeup-y thing. Clearly, I'm not a makeup artist or makeup pro because I don't know the names of stuff, but this right here, put your fingers in, and this part is yet another step where you look a little crazy for a few minutes, but it's so that after you look good. So I tap this under my eyes so that my makeup will stay on the whole day and not crease so much too. Sometimes I'll also add some right here in my forehead so that my forehead is less shiny, because my forehead, girl, she likes to shine like a mirror sometimes. Also during this step, sometimes I'll once again brush up my brows, see that they're staying in place. I never really fill in my brows, but if I do, I will use this brow pencil from Benefit. Once again, not sponsored, but if you do want to send me some products, I will happily take them, because I do love your stuff. So this is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4. I'm also gonna go ahead and top up the lips a little bit more for the outline of my lips. This has been on my face for a few minutes, so we'll now go ahead with this once again and just tap it into our face. We're not gonna brush it off or anything. Tap it in so it really gets into your skin. Makeup is all set, so now we can once again go in with another powder product which I love using, and that is some good old blush. This one is from Sephora. It's their colorful blush line. This is the shade 29 Fascinated. It even says on the back that it has intense color release from the first stroke, buildable application for a natural flush, which we love. But I will say it's very pigmented, so you definitely don't need a lot on your brush. So it even has a little mirror in it. And I also use the Sephora brush for this, but this is the number 4, specifically made for blush. So I will literally just dab twice, maybe a third time, but then I'll wipe some off on my hand because I'm scared of how much color this has. And I will just place it onto my cheeks and a little bit going upwards toward my forehead as well, because I feel like that also just gives a more natural color to it and makes it look a little bit like a little tan. As a last little stroke, we add some just on the bridge of our nose, really quickly, not too much. The cherry on the cake is of course going to be our mascara. I'm obsessed with this one specific mascara that I've been using for the last maybe 3 years, if not more. I've used this for so long now, and it's the iconic Maybelline New York mascara. This is the very black one. I really like this one. And it's the Lash Sensational, which I love just as much as the Sky High mascara. Both of those, been using them for years because they're amazing. As you can see now, you can't really see my lashes that much. They're definitely not standing out in this makeup look because there's nothing on them, and like they're almost invisible. Wait till you see what this mascara does. I'm gonna start with one eye just so you can see the difference, okay? So let's get into doing the second eye so I don't look crazy. Like most days, I've ended up with some mascara on my eyelids, which is completely normal and really easy to clean up. All I use is a little Q-tip with my micellar water from Garnier, like I used in my skincare routine. I'll literally just open it up, pop the Q-tip right here, put it upside down, and now we clean. You know, you'd think that after doing your mascara every single day for I don't know how long, you would kind of be better and not putting mascara on your eyelids, but it doesn't change. We still have mascara on our eyelids. Now, like I said, my lips, they will fade throughout the day, but one thing I do at the end of my makeup routine to also fade them a little bit but make them look good too is add a little lip gloss. So I'm using the Dior lip oil. I finished it and I added another lip gloss inside of it, I'm not gonna lie. So I really like the packaging of it, but the only thing I don't like about this is, I don't know if it's like a defect or something, but the lip gloss keeps coming out like on the sides a little bit, even when there was the Dior lip gloss in it. So now the one I have inside here is like just a random lip gloss from Rituals, I'm pretty sure. I feel like the lip gloss just makes it look like now my lips look more natural, like they're a more natural color. And that is the makeup routine, you guys. As easy as that. Goes super fast. Today only took a little longer because I'm filming it, so I need to show all the products and everything. I used a total of 6 products in my makeup routine. That's all you need. The more simple the better, honestly. That's what I think. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your go-to makeup product is. I would love to know. And favorite makeup brand too. I'm so open to like maybe trying some new makeup brands. With that said, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!